You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts J-Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, and some of you for the first time, to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm J-Hove.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What up? What's going on? What's going on? What it is? What it do?
Okay. What it ain't.
What it ain't.
What it is.
What it was.
What it's gonna be.
For sure. What it's gonna be is Happy Black History Month.
Hey.
Sure, February.
They gave us 28 days. Let's live it.
Yeah.
I think it was 28 days.
Sure. They could have gave us January.
They could have 31 for real.
They could have gave us January.
That's all right, though.
January would have been solid.
Just kid out, right?
I ain't mad at January.
We got to
like
shake
a
it up.
summer month.
Ooh.
Gotta get something.
June?
Yeah, good June.
Juneteenth?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Not
Give
June.
us June.
Yeah.
Give us June.
Yeah.
Give us June.
You need June.
We need
Got a
June.
good summer month.
Nah, we
Good
got-
block
For sure.
party.
Yeah,
a
a couple of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what
Yeah,
I
it
mean?
was 28
Million
days.
Man March and
Yeah.
stuff like that, all in June.
They all-
Shout out to Pops.
All right, shout out to Pops.
Most
Pops
definitely.
with me, man.
Yeah,
Pops.
about 4-5 of them.
Pops shaking.
Pops, yeah, for sure.
Pops
Weezy,
shaking.
Weezy, what we got up on the show today?
Today we are breaking down the 2019 NBA trade deadline. FSP style.
Always FSP style.
Better damn know it.
Why you
Better
looking
damn
at me?
believe.
Why you looking at me like that?
Nah,
man?
I'm just, hey, man. Hey.
You think like I didn't? Oh, what's going on? Was I off key or something?
Nah. Just trying to, I just want you talking to the mic. That's all.
Was I not?
You see this? That's where you talk. Right there.
Come on.
That's what I was doing.
I just.
It's almost impossible for you to be doing this. He just turned it down.
Man, y'all crazy. People think I'm crazy. Y'all don't be crazy. For real. I know I ain't fucked up. Y'all crazy.
All right.
For real.
Speaking of, let's get started. Best of the week, man. What's your best of the week, Week?
My best of the week, LeBron James is back, baby.
Back, yeah. King is back.
17 games.
King's back.
5 weeks, like I called it. He's back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Told you he was gonna play this week.
No, you said that. I ain't gonna go there with him because you said it 3 weeks in a row.
So he's gonna play this week for sure. What's your best of the week, Jeff?
Man, Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala trolling on Twitter.
For sure.
Trolling your mans.
Rudy
Rudy
Gobert.
Gobert.
Come on, man.
We're going to talk a little bit about snubs later.
Yeah,
but
no, for sure.
Yeah, definitely trolling your
Come
man.
on, Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy got to do
Rudy, you 272 for that. You 272. Light skin.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Come
There's
on.
a lot of tears, too.
For sure.
There's
There's a lot of tears.
Yeah.
So emotional that he
Yeah.
hit the wall.
Yeah.
When he hit the wall,
I was like,
I said, oh,
okay, for
he
real.
hurt.
Yeah,
He hurt
he
behind
had
that.
pain.
For sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Shout out to Rudy Gobert. My best of the week, Mookie Betts, man, said he was skipping the White House visit. Big deal for your AL MVP to skip such a big time. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 players said they weren't gonna attend, and also including Alex Cora, the manager of the Boston Red Sox. He's a native of Puerto Rico, so he's critical of Trump's handling of Hurricane Maria. So said he's undecided on if he was going. So cool.
Shout out to Mookie Betts, man.
Yeah, shout out to Mookie Betts.
I skipped it too.
Yeah, Golden State decided not to go and decided to hang out with President Obama. Yeah. So that was cool. So we'll see, man. Shout out to 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Hate to play games with you.
Right. Let's kick it right back, man. Worst of the week, Weezy. What you got?
My worst of the week is Danny Ainge comparing LeBron James to Trump.
Yeah,
That hurt me.
Yeah, that being resurfaced is gonna be tough for you to sign anybody in Boston, along with how you did Isaiah Thomas, along with how you did Kevin Garnett, the way you did Paul Pierce.
And today, and he can't say that today, can he? Today,
Yeah, he said it for sure. Just, so if you're a Boston Celtics fan, Spike Lee,
Get you Spike Lee.
for sure.
that's
What
crazy.
you doing?
Man.
What's that? Which worse week, Jeff?
Charles Barkley. He's just got to catch up with the times.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Saying that he feels like it's collusion between Anthony Davis and players want to go to the Lakers and want Commissioner Silver to step in and block a trade. I get it, man. I hate super teams.
Right, you do.
I've lost this fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the way the NBA is going.
Most
It just is what it is.
It is.
So, just got to deal with it, man. That's how you do.
I didn't like it at first, but now the way players. No, I'm serious.
Now that the Lakers have LeBron
I ain't
James
even-
and everybody
it's
get
not even
Kyrie
about
Irving.
It ain't even about that. It is the players kind of got a little control now. Just a little bit.
A little bit.
But they, they the main.
They'll find a way to fix that.
Yeah, but they the main event.
Trust me.
They have a players commissioner.
Right.
For sure.
Now.
Right now.
But
when he steps down,
yeah,
you better believe
they'll find a way.
the owners ain't going for that no more.
But see, players do it, and they consider themselves being selfish. Everybody calls themselves.
For sure.
But the owners and the general managers can cut you, and it's business.
Yeah, for sure.
That's bullshit.
So it's business both ways, and you gotta look at it business both ways. Players, yeah, for sure. My worst of the week is Amir Hall, not getting a lot of tick in the Senior Bowl. If you guys aren't familiar with Amir Hall, he's a Bowie State quarterback, broke every CIAA record in CIAA history, back-to-back CIAA champs. What he did was got a couple of his homeboys to play at Bowie State instead of going to neighboring schools. Yeah. And they turned it into a dynasty at Bowie State. He didn't. So here's the thing. Amir Hall, third string quarterback, Black College Football Player of the Year 2 years in a row. Third string quarterback, got 10 plays. They ran the ball 9 times. Let him throw the ball 1 time. 1 time. And now his predecessor, with a person on the other team, that's the third string quarterback, he got 13 pass attempts.
Yeah. Think about it.
Just
at Bowie State.
No.
In the
Senior Bowl.
Really?
Like, and I get it. CIAA is Division II, but if he put up numbers that were better than Carson Wentz did at North Dakota State, and I get it, it is CIAA football, it's a lower level, but there are players playing at lower level football that are really good.
Right.
They just didn't get the chance to play the position that they wanted to play, so they go to CIAA's Division II football and actually get to play the position that they want to play.
Right.
And I wish more people talked about this because it's not right how they're doing Amir Hall.
It's all right.
It's trash.
But into his defense, that's why they make out the league now. He get the shine.
Yeah, but I'm saying he deserves to play in the NFL. Just like Tariq Cohen.
Yeah. Dude's talented.
Yeah,
for sure. Watch some of his highlights. He sees the field, he makes the throws.
Yeah.
Dude's talented.
Yeah, to see Tariq Cohen at North Carolina A&T get drafted in the 5th round after he won Black College Football Player of the Year, and he's the best running back within the Bears organization. I think he's better than Jordan Howard, just 5'5".
Right. That's
only knock on him. 5'5", but he's a blazer. He's a great player. The good thing about it, he got invited to the senior camp. Nobody from Black College Football gets invited to that. Right. So somebody's looking at him. I just hope somebody takes a chance for him, for sure.
Like playing cold weather.
Come on, man. You only get he's Buffalo. You only throw the ball 1 time. You're a quarterback. Come on. You ran the ball 9 times? Come on. Give him a chance.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page. To catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. Now, if you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee each and every Wednesday. This week's episode is the game album review. Game album ranking.
For sure.
Episode.
Yeah, it is.
You guys check it out.
Yeah, shout out to the guys at the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast.
They should have had me on there, man.
Yeah.
They have, Game's my guy.
Yeah, Game's your guy.
Game's my guy.
How you feel about what he's doing right now?
Yeah, he's losing it. Right
yeah,
I don't know what that's about.
Trolling
that's
at
a
a high
lot.
level.
That's a lot. He's too old for that.
Yeah.
He's too good of an artist, too good of a lyricist to be doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? But his album catalog, it ranks.
It ranks.
It ranks up there.
No, for sure.
It ranks up there.
He got some good music.
Yeah.
But I think the only thing I don't like about Game, and I always said this from the beginning of Game's career, he gets on the song, it sounds just like the person that's featured on the song, and I hate that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only knock I have against him.
He can do that. I'm not saying he should do it, but he
does that.
At a high level.
He does it a lot. Kendrick, he sound like Kendrick. On there, Drake, he's gonna sound like Drake.
Meek Mill. Meek Mill impersonation was amazing.
Tough to listen to. Shout out to Game. The Ladies Room podcast. Check out Rizzo and Anne Marie to find what the ladies really talking about in the Ladies Room. The latest episode is up right now. And follow the Ladies Room podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Most definitely, man. Fresh for Dummies, me and my dog Animal Brown is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You can catch our latest issue number 39. It's up right now, directly for the culture. Follow the show IG page at Fresh for Dummies and simply search Fresh for Dummies on all your social media handles. Where your kicks, cop responsibly.
Yes, sir. And you can read up on your favorite FSP co-hosts. All right.
Day.
Yeah, it's a Saturday. Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on past episodes from the shows we just mentioned and much, much more. How you do that, you ask Weezy? Just simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. RMG.
RMG most definitely.
RMG.
Yeah.
All right.
You got 10 good wrestling seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it.
The results are in.
The results are in, Weezy. So we got to do the who you got results.
Yep.
So it was Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan beat AJ Styles to keep his belt. You got that one right.
I lost him.
Yeah.
Coach Lock got that right as well. Brock beat Finn Balor. No demon though.
I went with Brock.
You went with Brock.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you went with Brock.
I went with Brock.
I went with Brock.
Everybody went with Brock. Coach,
Nah.
Locke said if he came out as the demon, he would go with Finn.
Lock playing both sides.
Ronda Rousey beat Sasha Banks. I lost that one.
I said Ronda.
No, you did not. You said Sasha.
He was right. He's been right up until the next one. he's right up to the next one.
Yeah.
Everybody had Ronda Rousey but me. Then Asuka beat Becky Lynch. Yeah, I had that one. So then we went to the Royal Rumble matches.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins actually won the Royal Rumble, so you took the field. Now you
I
took
took Seth.
Everybody took the field.
Yeah.
And,
Hell yeah.
and then, but you also took Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
And she lost.
Yeah.
And I took the field. So
Yeah.
there you go. That's what you got for this week.
For sure, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan.
Hey man, that's a hot topic. Everybody likes who you got. We need more pay-per-view events.
I'm pissed off about it.
He was all the way off, and I was all the way right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fallout this week, man. A lot of contracts coming up. There's a lot of whispers on who jumped the ship to the newly formed AEW. Let's keep a lookout there. We'll talk about it.
Shinsuke,
Yeah. Shinsuke's definitely looking like he's gonna jump ship.
Okay.
Then
What's the
Aaron Brooks-
AEW?
Oh,
You talk about it every week. Last 3 weeks.
Oh, okay, that's the AEW.
Yeah.
Speaking of, in case you missed it.
That's my guy, man.
In case you missed it, man. Because he misses everything. I got you. Derrick Rose, in April, multi-platform sports network Stadium will premiere its documentary on Minnesota Timberwolves guard Derrick Rose with a story titled Pooh. Now, the documentary will be taken through the life of Derrick Rose, the up and down story of his career.
Okay.
And there's no confirmation if Rose will touch on his off-court issues based on the trailer. The trailer looked great. I think I'll put it in the group chat so we can look at that for sure. If it is just basketball focused, though, there should be a great upside to watching it. I think his story screams underdog more than most athletes, from the rise to the fall to the rise again. And the documentary will debut on April the 11th,
How far does
2019.
it go? Does it show how far it goes back?
It does not. I think it probably starts in high school, though.
Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to start. Okay, cool.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, man. So shout out to Pooh.
Shout out to Paul.
April the 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
You said it's going to be an all-star.
He got snubbed.
We'll talk
We'll
about
talk
that
about
for
that.
sure. Now, tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
To tell a friend about that Full Sport Press podcast, and the revolution will be podcast. Before we get started the first half, Weezy, do you have a yellow box of Cheerios, award recipient for the week?
Yeah, the yellow box going to Hassan Whiteside, man.
Most definitely it is.
Really?
Yeah, nah. So,
Yeah, yellow box Cheerios.
yeah, for sure.
Real.
I gotta hear this.
No sugar.
No sugar. Hassan Whiteside in 2018 of June purchased a white $125,000 fully tricked out Jeep Wrangler from the auto firm in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Right? They did such a good job that Whiteside purchased another one, this time in red, the same exact car
Okay.
for $125,000
Okay.
in red.
$250,000.
Yeah, $250,000 for sure on the same car twice, one white, one red. Whiteside, if you wanted to know, is in the middle of a 4-year, $98 million contract with Keep School.
Yeah.
Why in the hell do you buy two of the same car, one white, one red?
Because
You can do it.
No, I
know
don't.
why you spent the $125,000 on it.
On a Jeep Wrangler. Like what's in a Jeep Wrangler?
That's the one where the doors come off. You can take the doors off that
You
joint,
can
right?
get that. You can get that for $45,000.
Okay, the doors come off.
Yeah. Said it has a great sound system. It has
Both
ostrich.
sides.
Yeah. It has ostrich seats.
Of course it has
Yeah,
ostrich.
34-inch rims.
That's a little more.
Yeah.
34-inch rims.
Come
in
on,
2019.
come on, man. Come on,
34-inch.
$125,000 on a car that you already have. You just wanted
34-inch
it in red.
rims, dog.
You just wanted it in red.
Yeah.
Get it painted.
Well, at least he didn't do the Scott Storage and pay to get the top chopped off the building the year before they did the drop top.
That was a waste of money.
Woo!
Yeah,
I would have been.
Who would have been mad as hell? He need to talk to somebody about that.
I would have been.
Ooh, I'd have been mad as hell. Scott. Golly. Well, guys, let's get started the first half.
Let's do it.
The first half is underway.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast, episode 256. I am Jay Ho.
Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What's cracking?
Weezy, where can they find you at on social media, bro?
FSP _Weezy.
Yeah, bro, get me right, bro.
IG.
My bad. My bad. Where you at? My bad.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
FSP _Weezy on IG. Man, how Weezy on Twitter.
There you go. There you go.
What up?
What up? What up?
What up?
Okay. Where you at, Jeff?
Jay's like 4 across all social media platforms.
Most definitely. I'm J Ho, man. Same thing. Same Black Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Black Planet?
Yeah, for sure. Same Black face, same Black Planet.
What the chat talking about this week?
Group chat. The group chat is popping, man.
Yeah,
Group chat pop.
Somebody went in my head this week.
He's Spike Blue.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Can't talk
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
We can't talk about
Yeah, Spike Lee. Went in my head. I'm surprised.
You
that
fought
wasn't
back, though.
somebody-
That's your,
You
Hey,
fought back.
have you ever seen somebody fight
You
back
fought
like that?
back.
That might be the rap.
Hey,
by yourself.
Hey, listen,
Dolo.
you was on the ground.
Yeah, look.
But you took it to the car.
Listen, Parham left me out to dry. Shout
Yeah.
out to Parham. Locke left me out
He
to dry.
definitely.
Everybody just, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this myself. And go, what?
Guy, you took it to the car.
That's for sure.
Whew.
You damn right. All right, fellas. We're recording a day early, so Super Bowl 53 will be Sunday in Atlanta, Georgia. Watch out for the human trafficking because it's going down. It is going down. Human trafficking is going down. Yeah. It will feature more betting than any other single event this year, and a big portion of that comes from prop bets that Weezy is all too familiar with. Now, for sure, a prop bet provides an opportunity to bet on specific outcomes in the Super Bowl. Those can range from who will win MVP to the length of the national anthem to who will score the first touchdown. So here are the 8 most popular prop bets by the number of wagers. Let's go with number 1.
All right.
That's what we'll do here. Will there be a successful 2-point conversion in the game?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I do.
Go. That's 1. Number 2. The result of the opening coin toss will be
Tails.
heads. I'm going heads there.
Okay.
Number 3. Will Rob Gronkowski score a touchdown?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Fade route.
Man.
Shit.
Fade route.
Fade route.
Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Own the key to lead.
Yeah.
Buckets.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Will there be a safety in the game?
No defense.
I think there'll be a safety in the game.
Okay.
First Patriots player to score a touchdown.
Sonny Michelle.
Sonny Michelle for me too.
James White.
That's good. That's out. Yeah.
Same position.
MVP Super Bowl 53.
Sonny Michelle.
James White.
Todd Gurley.
Who I hope is Todd Gurley.
I mean, the Rams won.
First score of the game will be a
Field goal.
Sonny Michelle touchdown.
field goal for me as well. And last but not least, the first Rams player to score the first touchdown.
Cooks.
Todd Gurley for me.
Brandon Cooks.
Go, man. And those are the prop bets for the 2019 Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53.
I'm going to give you a prop bet that's going to hit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here we go.
Give you one that's going to hit. Listen.
Okay.
First quarter will go under 10.5 points.
Combined.
Last time Patriots been in the Super Bowl last 3 years, they scored 3 points in the last 3 Super Bowls.
In the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have to do is make sure we come back
Yeah.
next week, see how those bets fare. Cameraman, you got that?
A lot of teams be nervous in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of coaches don't want. You can't win the Super Bowl in the first quarter, but
For sure.
you can lose it in the first quarter.
That's true. I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying?
100%.
So a lot of teams be tight, be nervous.
Yeah.
I think that.
There we go.
All right, man. Let's move on to the UFC and some fines, guys. Now, that's like almost a year later. It seems like took a while. So Khabib Nurmagomedov, you got
Ooh.
to yes, my guy.
Come on,
I
Jeff.
worked on that one.
Camera's always
Worked on that
on,
one. Worked on
dog.
that
I
one.
can't say that right there.
I ain't got that.
Yeah, I worked on that one.
Okay.
You said go do it.
Oh, don't do that one. All right.
But don't go.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
he was suspended for 9 months for his role in the fight with post-fight squirrel with Conor McGregor, and also fined $500,000 of his $2 million purse. The suspension is dated retroactively, to October 6th. So That was the date of the UFC 229. So he's eligible to come back on July 6th of this year. They offered to reduce his suspension if he agreed to participate in local anti-bullying campaign.
Bullshit.
He said no.
Yeah.
But did Conor get fined, you ask? Conor received a 6-month suspension, also retroactive, and was fined $50,000. He'll be eligible to come back on April 6th. You guys remember that fight took place is when people were jumping in the crowd.
Yeah, for sure.
It was fun to talk about for us, but it was just chaos to be involved in.
For sure. I actually agree that it was wrong. What Khabib did, it was totally wrong. You don't jump the cage. But come on, man. 500,000 anti-bully stuff. Yeah. Like if you have to look at it and you go back, Conor was verbally assaulting him the entire.
Conor called his dad a terrorist.
Come on,
he took part in that.
At the weigh-ins.
Just let that set in right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Through a dolly, through the bus window. Yeah. Like, that's more of a bullying behavior than what Khabib did. I think that's wrong. But, I mean, they could have made it even worse for both fighters. So, I guess they kind of... I mean, of course, you could always make stuff worse. But, I mean...
Of course, but...
Tekashi 6ix9ine, like, that's nuts.
That almost was my worst of the week, but I didn't want to get it on
right. Yeah, that's sad, bro. That ain't nothing. But this is some WWE. Treyway.
We don't bend, we don't fold. We don't break.
Yeah, he's snitching. I heard it.
Said it's the judge, though.
Sure did. They gonna show him.
He talked to the judge?
He wanted to do
what's the owner of the media?
The head of the label.
Yeah.
We don't bend, we don't fold, we don't break.
Treyway.
And then do Treyway up at the judge.
Sure.
But back to the what we talking about.
This is some WWE stuff.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, for sure. It's trash.
Trying to sell pay-per-views.
Yeah, most definitely. Congratulations on you getting that last name right, though, dog. Camera's always on.
Yeah, always on, for sure.
Let's move on to the NBA. The NBA announced the reserves for the 2019 All-Star Game on Thursday night, completing the 12-man roster for each conference. It wouldn't be an All-Star Game if we didn't have a bit of controversy, though. Let's talk about the all-snub teams. We'll start with the Eastern Conference. Who you guys have as a snub in the East?
I didn't have no snub in the East.
I thought they got it fairly right.
The East, to me, honestly, you can argue a couple of things, especially with Victor Olden now being out.
Right.
That sucks, but then the replacements for him, I think they got that kind of pretty
D'Angelo Russell, Brooklyn, Sixty.
He was my snub, but he
made. That's what I'm saying. So with Victor Olden being out, it kind of worked out for him. So I think it's spot on in the East.
Spot on in the East. Maybe Jimmy Butler, you can slide him on the spot, but who do you take out to put him in?
Exactly.
The only person I could think of was Victor Oladipo being injured. You put him in, but maybe before D'Angelo Russell. But you have two players with Ben Simmons and also Joel Embiid. So I don't think the Philadelphia 76ers grant 3 All-Stars.
And they're not even number 1 seed.
Exactly. Yeah. But Jimmy Butler is playing at the All-Star level. Yeah. Jason Tatum, a little too early.
Yeah.
He still a lot of living to do, a lot of playing. Kyrie has to get the hell out of there. Because I'm telling you, stunning the growth of those kids. Like, I remember, and I'll give you credit for this, and I always tell people this. You said, LeBron coming to L.A. stunts the growth of the young players. Yeah. I agree with that as well, but also more importantly, Kyrie Irving is stunning the growth. You see Terry Rozier when he's not there?
Yeah, but he's not on the court. No, he's flowing. He's doing his game.
He's a great player. Jason Tatum looks different. Jaylen Brown looks different. Even Gordon Hayward looks different. Gordon Hayward looks better. He looks better when Kyrie not there.
Okay,
sure. Yeah. But he'll be gone. For sure.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the West, man. You guys got any snubs in the West?
Derrick Rose.
Got to. Derrick Rose is one.
I don't have Derrick Rose.
Luka's a snub.
Luka's very similar to Jason Tatum.
Yeah. His numbers are better.
Numbers about the same. About the same.
Close.
Jason Tatum averaged 16 and 6. Luka averaged 18 and 8.
Yeah, and he's a rookie.
And he's a rookie.
I think that's the more. He's a rookie. Yeah. They didn't want to give it to him.
Nah, it's too early. He still has some growing to do.
I think LeBron made when he was a rookie.
He did not. No, he didn't. He didn't make it his rookie year. Carmelo might have though.
One of them.
I think Melo did. Yeah, Melo did. Now as far as the West, Tobias Harris should have been. There's not one Clipper on the roster.
That's crazy.
Then they're a playoff team. Yeah. Tobias Harris averaging 21 and 7. If his game is trash, I get it. It's not sexy to look at, but it sure is effective.
It's very old game.
Very effective.
Zach Randolph.
Yeah. And this is the best season of his career, and he's soon to be a free agent on a surprising playoff team. He deserves to be there. 21 and 7.
Is he a max player?
Ooh, that's a good question.
He right there.
He right there.
100.
He right there.
He's 100.
I don't know. He might 85. I'm giving Tobias 85. You know who needs to get him? Sacramento.
Say no more.
That's perfect.
If they can afford that,
Yeah.
they can make that happen.
Also, another snub. Somebody from Utah. You got to put somebody on.
Donovan Mitchell.
Either him or Rudy Gobert. Donovan Mitchell. The last month, he's been playing out of his mind.
He's turned it up lately, but his body of work over the course of the year has
D'Angelo Russell turned it up as of late.
But they've been in contention the whole time. That's a surprising team. That's a surprising team.
Because it was Karis LeVert that was cooking, and he goes down. That's when D'Angelo Russell steps up.
Yeah, but I mean that whole team to me,
Yeah.
not the whole team. I mean, not to say it that way, but those three players, Dinwiddie,
Right.
D'Angelo Russell, and your man
Karis LeVert. Yeah,
I mean, any one of those three guys could
for sure.
Yeah.
I think D'Angelo Russell gonna be a top 5 point guard in the league.
I don't see that.
He never his talent was never the problem.
No,
Yeah.
talent
It was the maturity level.
Yeah.
And doing what he did to
Swag.
Oh, Swag.
He blew up the spot.
Do it too much.
Just chill out.
Yeah.
But he's fixing it. He's fixing it.
Yeah, he just had to get up out of there.
And also, he had to grow his hair out.
Okay.
So they say.
So any more.
That's it.
Let's move on. College football. The world champion, national champion, Clemson football team. Many of their football players opted not to make the trip to the White House. We kind of spoke about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier this month, after the team's national championship victory over Weezy's Alabama Crimson Tide, including a significant portion of the team's black players.
Mm-hmm.
The Root reported on Tuesday that just 15 of the Tigers' black players, most of 57 on the 2018 roster, visited the White House on January 14th. Don't forget this is where the team was serving fast food from McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, and other places from President Trump that went viral on social media.
Yeah.
This is a big deal, little deal, no deal.
It's a medium deal.
Okay.
You know,
So are they going to skip it or they already?
They already
skipped
skipped it. Only 6 of the black players who attended were on the national championship depth chart.
Yeah.
So they actually played, and a lot of people were nervous as far as playing time if they didn't go. You know,
Yeah.
underclassmen.
We'll talk about
So it
that.
makes sense, yeah. But I mean, it's hard, man, to see some of your favorite athletes saying that President 45 is this person, that person,
Yeah.
and you feel as if, okay, well, I want to follow suit with some of my favorite athletes, some of my favorite entertainers, so they want to do that and stand up for what they feel is right. And I think Dabo understands that.
And you got to think, too, 18, 19, 20, 21 is most of your college years,
For
22
sure.
maybe. You start forming your own opinions at that point in your life. Like, you've been on your parents' tutelage up until that point.
Yeah.
Step out on your own and go to college. So then you see how you want to live your life.
Right.
And if he's not on the level of what you're trying to do,
Right.
I'm not going there.
At least they could have had, 5 guys.
Top tier fast
Top tier fast
Chick-fil-A.
food.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. For sure. That's in the calf, though.
Not even a good Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, for real? You don't like Chick-fil-A?
I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just not, how some people say, I gotta have
You got
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A? It's okay.
What underrated fast food?
Chick-fil-A. Oh, that's very better. Underrated?
Captain D's underrated.
No, you're damn not. Captain D's rated right where the hell it need to be.
I'm telling you.
Captain D's is trash.
A good fresh Captain D's is underrated.
Do what you said.
A good fresh.
Yeah, but you
Not
can't-
fresh Chick-fil-A is good.
Nah, I ain't giving that much.
So, a lot of the times you eat not fresh Chick-fil-A.
That's true. Just because the service so good, you just not, man, it's going to work.
No.
Them waffle fries
the
be a
free-
little rusty.
The little rusty.
Oh, I send them back. I send them back every time.
That's what I'm trying to say. You hit them one time, you're like, nah, I need new fries.
Every My homeboy taught me that, but I send them back every time.
No, for sure.
Mom.
The Mike Mama told you that?
Yeah. You want to go? You want to move on?
Nah, but Captain D's is trash.
I'm trying to tell you now, good fresh.
What do you give for Captain D's?
3-piece fish. 2-piece fish.
Small vinegar?
Ooh.
Gotta put that vinegar in there. Get a bit of
Corn
hot
on the
sauce.
cob?
Nah.
I can do the hot sauce.
You can't do hot sauce in
Yeah,
there?
the vinegar.
Hell nah, double me up.
Yeah.
That's better. Minty hustle.
Corn on the cob, Captain D.
Nah. Look, Cameron.
I'm trying to tell you now.
Yeah.
When I say had Captain D.
No,
But they got a healthy menu though. They have salmon and they have.
One top's not really.
But you go Long John Silver, something like that.
I ain't never been to Long John Silver in my life.
I can't
Okay, cool.
ever go to Long John
I ain't never
Silver.
been to Long John Silver.
I ain't been in a while.
It's crazy.
I'm thinking
Are there any Long John Silvers?
think it's
available?
one.
There's one.
One right here.
For sure.
Yeah.
Shells is one right there.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy.
Whoever right here is.
Yeah, whoever
Come
right
on.
there is.
Police ass nigga.
Oh, my
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
I said Rivergate. We ain't in Rivergate.
Anyway,
How you know that?
What do you mean? Call the police.
you know the police.
It's this live now for real. Get your hair cut now for real now.
Oh.
Coach my interview.
All right.
What it was.
Fuck what it was. It what it is.
It
Yeah,
is
for
what
sure.
it is.
My bad, cameraman. Before we get started with halftime, let's talk some MLB baseball. Major League Baseball and Nike agreed on a 10-year deal on Friday that will make Nike the league's official on-field apparel and merchandise designer beginning in 2020. Now, MLB and Under Armour, Jeff, originally agreed to a 10-year deal in 2016,
Right.
but Under Armour later backed out, which opened the door for Nike.
Yeah.
So Nike will replace Majestic, which is the current MLB designer, and Nike will design all of the on-field apparel worn by MLB players, while Fanatics will distribute Nike's MLB products to the consumers. This is a big deal, little deal, no deal.
Huge.
Huge deal.
Huge deal.
Is Nike the best sports apparel company ever?
They got the bag to spread around.
Dude, you look at it. You got you got baseball,
Yeah.
you got football, and then you have the NBA.
Yeah.
So they're the Amazon of sports.
Man, dude, they cornered the market, dude. And this lets you know that Under Armour is tanking. It's hurting.
Under Armour's in trouble.
Because this is a big baseball, dude.
Yeah.
That's all they wear. They wear more of you see more of their undergarments and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
This would be perfect for Under Armour. This would be a great gift.
This would be Majestic, too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything else that Majestic does.
Right.
So, yeah.
And to be honest, speaking clearly about Under Armour, I think their market share was more watching baseball than anything.
That's what I'm saying.
So them to lose that's
huge. To totally back out, that means you don't have the ends, the revenues. Come on, Steph. Come on, Cam. Come on, Tom Brady.
Come on, Steph.
Come on, Steph he's literally holding them down right now.
That's it.
Now Brady will play another 2, 3, maybe 4 years.
Maybe.
But Steph,
you buying them cleats? You buying them Tom Brady cleats?
Nah. I ain't even know they had him. Cam, he had a lifestyle shoe came out.
Yeah, it came out. The day ago.
I said Drake did Drake. Yeah, for sure. I was like, all right, Jeff. You guys ready to start with halftime?
Let's
go.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're going to jump right into it. We're talking the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl is kind of bittersweet because it kind of symbolizes the end of football until we get into the draft and what's going on with that and spring football and things of that nature. My pick for the Super Bowl is going to be the Rams, and I just can't pick the Patriots. I can't fool with them. I can't do it. All you bandwagon Patriots fans who weren't supporting them when Irvin Fryer played, when Ben Coates was out there, when Terry Glenn was a Patriot. A lot of you guys weren't supporting them then. No one had any Patriot banners or Drew Bledsoe jerseys and things of this nature. To the Rams, Jared Goff, you have to have an excellent game. You have to play above and beyond the call of duty. You have to make plays when there's no play to be made. Gurley, you got to come through for the Rams today. I think we're pretty much going to get what we typically get out of Aaron Donald and Sue and Brockers and Fowler. I think the front four is fortified. They're ready to go. Moving on to college basketball, I'm going to say this, guys. Morant from Murray State is the best college basketball player in the land today. I have said it. His game is going to translate better to the NBA. This is one man's opinion. So don't persecute me, okay? Hey, I am the coach, Coach Brown that is, Root, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. So first thing you talked about, in the football, how you feel about that, Weezy?
It sounds good.
You good, yeah. Titans.
Your least favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
Sure.
Titans, it's going to be a long off season.
Tickets went up.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about that?
Do we have off the coordinator?
Yeah.
Who was?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think,
I don't think so.
I haven't heard it.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, because they lost their offensive coordinator. For sure. Yeah.
Tickets went up, though.
In the football, man. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man. I'm excited about the draft. It'll be here in Nashville. You gave me a crazy number, Weez. You said something about how many people are going to be here.
300,000 is the estimation.
300. Yeah, you're doing a show. We got to ramp it up, bro. You down right now? You all right? You tired?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure.
It's a sweat.
Yeah, nah, that ain't sweat. You down? Yeah, now it's 300,000 people in the city. It's gonna be crazy. And it's the same weekend of, if I'm not, the Country Music Marathon and also the CMA Fest, right?
No. Same thing.
Okay.
And it's possible if the Preds can go on a
That's what it
winning
is.
streak, the first 2 games of the playoffs will be that weekend as well.
Yeah.
Home game.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. And I knew it was something. I knew it was another big event here in the city. And moving on, John Morant. John Morant plays for Murray State Racers. Played in the OVC.
Leaning.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He said he's the best player in the draft, better than R.J. Barrett, better than Zion Williamson, as far as a pro prospect. I pray to God that we get John Morant to Chicago Bulls and get Chris Dunn the hell out of there. I'll be happy.
Chris Dunn was
Yeah, no, he just plays defense.
year.
He plays defense. Our young core is very bad. We'll talk about that very soon. But, yeah, I think John Morant is legit. What about you, Weezy?
John Morant's a player.
Yeah, for sure.
Player.
Yeah,
Everybody would love to have dude come out of college like that.
And I think he's going to translate better in the NBA because he can play every game. Like, I see him taking off. Yeah, and I see him taking off plays at Murray State. Like, he's not even taking that shit serious. It's too easy for him. Yeah. And he's still averaging 29 and 10.
Because he know.
Cameraman don't believe it.
Nah,
that's why I said it.
Cameraman
Cameraman said he think he's overrated.
I think he's too little.
He put him in the same category as Michael Porter Jr. No, you said he plays like Dennis Smith Jr. Yeah, for sure. That's not bad.
Dennis Smith Jr. not bad.
That's not.
Dennis Smith Jr. can play.
Yeah, he can play. They just traded him for the Knicks.
The Knicks got a diamond in the rough right there.
For sure. Now, for real diamond in the rough. We're going to talk about that. Speaking of that, let's get started with the second half.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The second half is underway.
Second half, the 2019 NBA trade deadline. FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better know it.
You better damn believe it. Episode 256. I'm Jay Hope.
It's more than Jeff.
Oh, Weezy, what you do?
Cameraman, what's poppin'? Reach cameraman FSP_cameraman on the gram. Forgot about that in the first half. My bad, brother. Because of roster flaws, every team currently projected to make the playoffs except the Golden State Warriors. Should the Warriors make the move?
Why?
Yeah,
that's the Avengers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And there's no Thanos in the league.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what you mean because I don't watch any of that stuff, but that makes sense. Yeah, I need to start watching some.
Nah, I just watched that.
Okay.
I'm lost.
Okay.
So,
every team could be listed in the buy category heading into the February the 7th NBA trade deadline. However, because the market is saturated with more buyers than sellers, finding a deal is going to be hella challenging. Like you see currently now with the Knicks making the trades that they did. We'll get to that for sure. Of course, spoiler alert, Anthony Davis is on the trade.
Yeah, apparently.
But also consider that every playoff team is looking for a 6'7" wing who can defend, not disrupt chemistry, and make an occasional three. Sounds easy, but very hard to do. Now, last year, they released 12 teams who were proposed sellers, not including Cleveland, who felt the pressure to make a trade to appease LeBron James. This year, this number is in half. Now, you have to factor in also that the deadline is pushed up 2 weeks from the last Thursday in February, so more teams that think of making the playoff is more attainable. Let's look at the sellers and buyers for the 2019 NBA trade deadline FSP style. Let's kick it off with the sellers, the New Orleans Pelicans. What do they have to do?
I guess they got to get rid of Anthony Davis.
I think they got to stay strong until July, man.
Do you think so?
They have to stay strong, man.
Just to hit everybody out.
Got to see everybody's best offer. And
I don't think this is going to work on the NBA again. What I mean by that is, not too many teams going to take that 1 year flyer risk this time.
Sure.
Because he's pretty much said, there were rumors about Paul George.
For sure.
Right? You know, there was no etched in stone. His Paul George's manager wasn't Rich Paul.
Sure.
He wasn't saying he wanted him there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you could take a risk if you're OKC for 1 year and then try to win you over.
You know? Yeah, no, for sure.
Or you Kawhi or something like that in Toronto. You know what I mean? But with Anthony Davis, it's kind of like it's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you where the Pelicans dropped the ball.
Okay.
If they wanted to keep AD, they should have signed Boogie Cousins this summer. This is all their fault. They should have signed him at least for a 1 year deal. He didn't even get a 1 year deal from the Pelicans. I don't see AD demanding a trade if Boogie is there. I just don't see it happening.
I'm going to double down on you on that.
Okay.
I think if you sign AD, if you sign Boogie, they're working on a way to lead their team together.
Yeah.
If you sign him to a 1 year,
Okay, so they dipping together.
If they sign Boogie to a 1 year,
Yeah.
they working. How we gonna get to Golden State?
Yeah.
How can we both get to
Right.
To the Lakers?
I just don't see him doing that to Boogie. I think he would let it. Like, we would hear about this in the summer, not in the middle of the 2019 season.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
if Boogie's hurt, if the Pelicans offer him the same deal Golden State offered him,
Mm-hmm.
the 1 year. So
Yeah.
at the end of the year, Boogie's like, I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
leaving after this year.
Yeah.
And AD's like, well, just meet me on LA when you're ready.
I can see that. I can see that too. That also makes sense.
Yeah.
I think the Pelicans just don't have any face cards to show right
And
now.
they have no value other than they have nobody else other than AD.
Yeah, and on top of that, with the Lakers, they only really can deal with the Lakers right now unless it's a team that sneaks in like Denver, has a lot of pieces that want to be a 1 year rental and just need a person like Anthony Davis to help them get over the hump.
Yeah. Here's something I think that, looking back on it, the Pelicans didn't do well. They didn't draft well.
They have not drafted well
For a
historically.
long time.
It didn't
Yeah.
pan out for them.
Historically.
So if they could have just, because they've
It's
been
true,
good enough to be an eighth seed,
Yeah.
or a ninth seed, but they also been a lottery team a couple of years. You know what I mean? So they could have built something around him a little bit better.
I
They
agree.
tried.
They tried, but they didn't try enough because the people that they have brought in with that team and he's really tried. Dude,
Yeah.
AD has really tried to stick in with this team, and he couldn't do it any longer. So I don't blame him for trying to look out for the best interest of himself.
Mhm.
But you're 100% correct. Them not drafting the way that they have, or also signing the free agents that they signed Solomon Hill for 4 years, $44 million. He sat next to AD every night in a suit, in a turtleneck. Shout out to turtleneck. For sure. Let's move right along to your Atlanta Hawks, Jeff. What do the guys in the ATL, Ice Trading Gang, need to do?
Well, we're building around Ice Track.
For sure.
That's what we're doing.
He on the run right now.
For sure.
Stay low key fire, man.
Yeah, sure.
Stay low key fire.
For sure.
We ain't saying nothing.
Saying the word.
I ain't saying a word. You
Sure.
know, I ain't came on this show at all.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was special.
Yeah.
He's special.
He can play. For
Yeah.
sure. He can play.
And I like the fact that he taking it personal, this Luka stuff. I like the fact he took it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
And they asked him, how do you think he's better than Luka? He said, my time is coming.
Yeah, for sure.
My
I
time is
got to
coming.
gain a little weight,
Yeah,
get a different barber.
Yeah.
It'll be straight.
I don't know what that hair does.
That's some weird shit going
You
on.
can't find no barber in Atlanta.
Yeah, you can't find a barber. It's a barber in the arena.
In the arena.
It's 3 or 4
Yeah.
in the arena.
You tripping. But the Hawks have to acquire 2 first-round picks. This is something that they have to do. You have Kent Bazemore, Jeff's favorite player, Jeremy Lin. You got Dwayne Dedman, some spare desk chairs, any office supplies.
Yeah.
Like, you have to
Cash
gather that up,
consideration.
anything, to get 2 first-round picks so you can build around John Collins, Ice Trey, and also Kevin Huerter. I like Huerter, too.
I think you can build. I think you can attract, not maybe a top tier free agent, but you can attract someone that will come there and stay 3 or 4 years.
A younger player. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So just keep some cash around.
For sure.
Get you a nice.
Yeah, somebody will fall to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're not gonna get no big boy.
I don't know, but Atlanta's not shooting for Kevin Durant
No,
or Anthony Davis and Kyrie. They're not shooting for those.
You
guys.
stay low, keep building with young
Yeah.
people, and if it takes giving up Torian Prince, so be it.
Yeah.
So be it.
Hold on,
For sure.
real quick, right back to AD for a second.
Okay.
Why would you do
I just thought about
that?
something.
Okay.
He don't turn down $300 million.
Yeah, for sure. He's not turning down $300 million. He's gonna get 170.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy. But he's not
I
turning.
think
down.
offer him $300.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Let's turn it down.
You living in LA though, you're gonna make some different money some other way.
You know who's the poster child for turning down that money? Carmelo.
Mm-hmm.
Because you look at him. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So
he
you
did
look
not
at
turn down.
Carmelo didn't turn that money
He
down.
stayed for the bread.
He stayed for the bread, and look what happened.
Yep. Stay too long.
Yeah.
Then you get out here and you're on the team.
Yeah.
You're not with your best powers.
Yeah, you're not even playing.
Yeah.
You're not even playing in the league. You going back to watch games.
Watch games.
Get
Yeah, with a 7 hat on.
7 had hard.
7 hat is hard.
7 had hard.
Stay mellow.
With the 7.
Yeah. Let's move on to my Bulls, man.
What you need, Michael Jordan?
Scottie Pippen.
Derrick Rose.
Tony Kukoc. Go get the dust that is Pistol Pete,
Get
Charles
Davis.
Get Charles Davis. Find him. Wherever the hell he is.
Yeah.
We need some help in Chicago. We got to prove that our youth is worth it, man. And I'm worried about our youth. With Zach LaVine, volume scorer.
Yeah.
Got Lauri Markkinen, who can't play defense. Got Wendell Carter Jr., who's young.
Lord Marketing. Not being play defense.
It hurts us.
It hurts.
Wendell Carter, just being okay. Chris Dunn. I want John Morant. That's who I want. Is my point guard.
He can fall.
Yeah.
He can fall.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope and pray that we get him. But the best outcome of the deadline is getting rid of some of the crazy contracts we signed. Cristiano Felianso. We pay him $8 million a year. He's getting paid more than Karl Anthony Towns. Boogie Cousins. He averaged 2 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't get rid of that.
But y'all got so many parts.
Yeah.
Y'all just have a lot of parts.
Too many. Pull apart.
Just parts.
Pull apart.
That's what.
Yeah.
Pull apart for
A lot of
sure.
parts. You got to alternate over there, carburetor over there.
Sure.
All of it.
Don't have a battery though.
That's
No,
true.
The car can't
Hell
move.
no, can't move.
Ain't got no battery.
Damn point, Jeff. You on point today. We got a low ceiling on our current talent, man. And the only way that we can do that is build with that young team, get rid of Jabari for whatever we can get for him. Shit, man. We just need a good top 5 pick.
We need to focus.
We need
to
to
focus.
But you want Ja? Is he a franchise player?
put him along. He's bro. I'm gonna tell y'all what.
Because if he comes to Chicago, that's what he is.
You know how De'Aaron Fox looks right now. That's how Ja's gonna look. If we had De'Aaron Fox, we'll be fine. Okay. Mix him with Zach. Mix him.
I'm just saying that's
with Wendell, Lauri Markkanen
to be a franchise player.
He's not my franchise player. My franchise player is Lauri Markkanen. The finish beast. Finish him. See, I'm with Lauri Markkanen. He's a good player.
He's solid.
Yeah, for sure. Got to get rid of Robin Lopez. Got to get rid of.
But y'all didn't want to get rid of Robin Lopez. Y'all didn't want to pay him.
Want something for him. Golden State wants him too bad.
They gotta give y'all something, bro.
Yeah,
come on with it.
Move right along. Fuck what it was. The Cleveland Cavaliers. What do the Cavs got to do? Definitely sell them.
They need to wait on Bronny. Let's run something on Bronny.
I think all those players that they brought in for LeBron last year, they just gotta have a fire sale. Just take what you take anybody. Just take what you want. Sexton included.
They have any money? They got money?
Nah. They got a little bit of money.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Kevin Love. That's the main thing they need to do. You got to trade Kevin Love.
But his contract.
You'll be fine. You can go to Portland, you can go to Utah. There's 2 places they can trade for him, and then you get back Derrick Favors from Utah. Or if you go to Portland way, you get the expiring contract of the kid, the wing. Yeah. Him. And also, the wing I'm talking about is the wing number 1, Evan Turner.
Yeah.
Get rid of him. Yeah, trash. But I'm saying, you get a draft pick with that. Yeah. So you trade Kevin Love, because there's no team further from relevance than the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. Dang. That's a bad basketball team.
Dang.
And every second that Kevin Love stays on that team, his trade value goes down. So they have to get rid of him this week. They're going nowhere very fast, and you need to start fresh, get rid of everybody. And, make it a D-League team or a G-League team this year. Yeah. And start from scratch with Colin Sexton.
The young bull.
Who's
quite. It's like a funny. Looking funny.
Never. I'm telling you that Colin Sexton shit look funny in the light. I never believed in Colin Sexton.
It wasn't your guy.
Yeah, it wasn't my guy.
Who guy was it?
It wasn't about this guy. I thought he was a solid pick for himself.
It's my guy.
You like Colin Sexton. You called him the young bull.
I think
you just called him.
That's my brother. My brother from California.
That's exactly what it is. Colin Sexton. I got to call Kendall. We'll call him today. It is.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cold, bro.
Yeah.
But that's what you enjoy.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him about it. But yeah, that's the best case scenario. Start from scratch, starting with Kevin Love. You gotta do that yesterday. You gotta get him out of there. He's ready to play. Get him out of there. Let him go back at home in Portland or in Utah. They got pieces. You gotta do something. We're gonna talk about it.
They can't do too much.
Sure. Let's move on to the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies have to embrace the future, man.
Yep.
And the future is not with Mike Conley, and the future is not with Marc Gasol. The future is Jaren Jackson.
Yep. Jaren Jackson can play.
Jaren Jackson can hoop. That's his team. And with that mindset, you got to be active on the deadline. Mike Conley going back home to Indiana.
You remember Mike Conley was everybody pissed off because he was the highest paid player.
His contract came at the right time.
But he had people going to the locker room.
People mad.
He had people going to work out and everything.
People very upset. But you trade him, Indiana, Utah, Ricky Rubio, something like that.
I want to say that was almost finalized.
Yeah, for sure. So getting that trade done, I would much rather see Mike Conley playing back home in Indiana You wait a year, give EO back. Him going to Utah would be a fast pick situation. So you got him. Then you got Donovan Mitchell. Your 3 is Jay Crowder. Your 4 is Jingles. Shout out to Jingles. And then your 5 is Rudy Gobert. So that's a good 5. You can contend in the West with that. And in the end, you got to wait a year.
Yeah, if he went to the Pacers, it was strictly because Vito didn't get hurt. It
Sure.
become a force.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I would want the Pacers.
No, you got draft picks and you trade Gasol, whoever the hell you can get. I think he looks great in San Antonio. You get him there, playing him with his brother, and you start by 2021 that you're on the upswing of being a relevant team in the Western Conference again. It's gonna be rough, but it's gonna take a couple of years. Got JB Bickerstaff there.
Yeah.
Go get maybe Penny Hardaway will be the coach there by 2021. Yeah, I know, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Tampering a little bit. Okay.
I'm saying. Let's move right along to the number 16. The New York Knicks is a seller.
Well,
Everybody except Kevin Knox.
Yeah.
You read everybody except Kevin Knox.
Preparing for summer 2019 because they want Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
Bad.
They want Zion, they want Kyrie, they want
Kevin
Kevin
Durant.
Durant.
For the first time, though,
They feel good about Kevin Durant coming, too.
yeah,
They
they have a plan. They actually had a plan. They had to get rid of 2 really bad contracts. Courtney Lee, Tim Hardaway. Got rid of that.
guy.
Dude, in summer 2019, they're going to have $75 million in cap space.
Yeah.
They got a point guard who they should have drafted in 2017.
Yeah.
Got Frank Ntilikina. That's your backup point guard.
Okay.
And you have Kevin Knox, like Weezy said.
Yeah.
So,
Who's surprisingly better than we thought.
Kevin Knox, we knew Kevin Knox was going to be good.
Kevin Knox.
He's better than we thought.
No, Kevin Knox, we
Yeah.
said that. We knew in the summer that he was
That's what I'm saying.
playing.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So,
Sure.
yeah.
So, and then you pair that with a top 5 pick.
Mhm.
With that top 5 pick, go get Zion. Go get RJ Barrett. And then right after that, dude, you have a chance to get Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You might get Kyrie. So.
I don't know what Kyrie going to. He's not going to play. They
Yeah.
don't want mixtape tour. I don't know
Yeah,
what
you
he
never
going to
know.
do.
He drew it up for real.
Yeah.
I don't know what he going to do for real.
But this is the first time, and I really felt that they really had a plan and they executed it well. Not signing Eddie Curry's, just Joe Kim Noah's, those crazy,
Even though Derrick
contracts.
Rose,
Yeah.
don't do Melo any kind of way.
Yeah, he do Melo kind of.
Because Melo,
I'll be happy when he sounds
Melo did his thing. And I'm telling you, we're going to talk about some buyers here in the Los Angeles Lakers.
so let's talk about what the Knicks did. They did trade the unicorn.
Traded Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
Had to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I think it's in the best interest of both teams. I think, you getting DeAndre Jordan, you're going to cut him.
Most definitely.
You get Wes Matthews, you're going to cut him.
Most definitely.
You start from scratch, man. You got Mitchell Robinson. You got Alonzo Trier. That's
Because
a good team.
you can't keep both of those players because you might mess around and win too many games.
For sure. And
and
that's going to mess you up with Zion.
Because
You
you
don't
try
want
to
to do that.
tank. You try to
You don't
tank.
want to do that.
So you might mess around and win too many games. You keep DeAndre
For
Jordan
sure.
and, Wesley.
Yeah, so they'll never play there.
Yeah.
Last but not least, is a seller. The Orlando Magic. Listen, this is what they have to do, guys.
Go get Mark Jackson the coach the guys.
No.
That's all they need to do.
They don't know.
It's like-
Jackson,
They need to
Bible
coach.
study.
He don't get it no more.
Yeah. You have to get rid of Nikola Vucevic while his value is at its highest. There's not going to be a point in time today where his value is going to be as high as it is today.
You're right.
You have to get rid of. You have to sell today. I don't know how that's going to mess up the NBA All Stuff. You have to trade today.
Pull your stock out.
Yeah, no,
Get
for
your money out of
sure.
that.
Get some out of that one now.
Because, dude, Mo Bamba, he's in the way of Mo. Mo played 14 minutes and didn't score a bucket. Didn't get a rebound.
Yeah.
Didn't get an assist. Didn't get a block.
Yeah.
You 7'2". You got to get something.
You got a number one song about you. You
You
got to do something.
got to do
You
something.
can't be out there doing nothing.
Nah. This is the time to deal him. He's getting in the way of all your young front court pieces. Aaron Gordon should be at the 4. I'm tired of talking about Aaron Gordon. I'm tired. No, I am talking about damn Jonathan Isaac.
Ooh, you want him out of there.
Hey, listen. Jonathan Isaac, I knew when he was playing in Florida State, he was going to be a bum.
You want him playing the pro
He's a
am.
bum. He's a bum. He can't play.
Jonathan Isaac. I mean,
Come on.
he took. I'm done defending.
Yeah, no,
That's
for
all.
sure.
I'm just-
And then you prepare for the summer 2019 so you can draft a point guard of the future. And the point guard of the future is Darius Garland.
Ooh.
It's your point guard of the future.
Ooh.
Yeah. They desperately need a point guard.
Hey man,
For sure. Or if you can trade to get a point guard right now,
Yeah.
do it.
but you need a point guard.
Let's talk
You need
about
a damn
buyers.
point guard. Let's talk about buyers.
Let's talk
For
about the
sure.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Let's do it.
Okay,
There we go.
Let's get right to the
Yeah,
point,
let's
Wiz.
get to So what they need to do? What they need to do, fam?
They need to go get Melo.
That ain't enough.
Oh,
No.
man, that was so anticlimactic.
No. You trade for AD.
Yeah, that's the first move.
Yeah, but the Pelicans not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Well, that offer they gave them was trash.
Yeah, it was trash.
They just put Lonzo Ball, Kuzma, Michael Beasley, and a pick. That ain't enough.
Yeah, that ain't enough. It wasn't even cool. Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
Ball. Yeah. Exactly what you said.
Because they put Ingram in there too.
No, they took Ingram. We need him for another trade piece. That's what they said. But you got to strike immediately if the Lakers, because you got teams like Denver coming in who have pieces and need them for a 1 year rental. Yeah. And that 1 year rental, listen, if you go in and strike hard and get Paul George in the summer, he's never playing for OKC, and you have an MVP player playing alongside LeBron.
All right, so give me the trade right now.
Strike hard.
Give me the trade right now for the Lakers. Give me the trade. Go ahead.
They got to do Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram in the draft pick.
And
Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram in the draft pick.
Oh, and they had Rondo in that other trade too.
Yeah, Rondo.
So Rondo, Ball, Kuzma, Michael Beasley in the draft pick.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's a lot of
It's just a lot of contract. That's all it is.
And this is the thing. We know AD is not going to Boston. It's not happening. His dads came out. His agents came out. He's came out. He's not going to Boston. So that Boston shit is out the door.
Yeah.
He's not going in. If he is there, he's going to treat it like a 1 year rental and he'll be gone 2020. Nobody's trading for that if they know that there's no chance of getting. That's the reason that Paul George was like, hey, you know what? We can get Paul George if we get him here. Get him around Russ. He stayed. That's what Toronto's banking on.
Russ ain't a bad guy.
You keep saying that. Russ monkey.
Oh, my goodness.
You keep saying that.
But the thing that I worry about with this young core with LA, you don't want to give up too much. So I want to either keep Ingram or either keep Kuz and Zubac if I'm one of them. Like, at least keep one.
I
know they'll keep
I really
Jason
believe,
Magic.
Magic. I really believe LeBron told Magic, listen, you can get rid of Alonzo if you want to. Kyrie coming.
Yeah.
Don't worry about Kyrie. He's coming. Pause.
So point guard coming for sure.
Because he can either get Kyrie
or Kimba.
LeBron can make it work.
I'd rather have.
You can't.
I don't need that shit.
I don't think you can lose either one of them. I think you can lose either one of them.
That Kyrie shit different, man. That shit funny in the light. For real. I'm off him.
He hooped though.
I'm off him.
Don't you do Kyrie?
I'm off Little Mountain Kyrie.
What about John Wall?
John Wall? John Wall contract is fucking nuts.
He just signed another
$50 million.
You know, that's a dead contract.
That'll be in Washington until it's over.
Yeah. Somebody got to be desperate for a contract to get John Wall.
Yeah,
desperate for a point guard, to get John Wall.
Most definitely. But they have to make sure that you find a way to keep some young pieces, because it's going to be a situation where you're going to need something. You just can't have Lance on the team and Josh Hart. You need some pieces.
So what they sign Melo?
They're going to sign Melo. Melo's going to be their starting four-man if they get rid of that whole team. Like how they're going to do it. Shit, that's going to be tough. But Melo can still play. He's going to really look good playing with LeBron James, too. I guarantee you.
I like it, Jeff.
Let's move on to the Charlotte Hornets. They have to get Kemba some help.
Just another guy. Just one more guy.
Yeah.
Kevin Love? Is it Kevin Love?
To keep him, they have to bring somebody in.
They do.
And the only contract that's tradable is Nicholas Batum.
Yeah.
They've been trying to trade that since this time last year.
You know who Kemba Walker is? He's Barry Sanders of the NBA. That's what he is, man.
He ain't that good, but he good.
Yeah. For that team, for that squad.
Yeah.
He out here averaging 100
every day,
all the game.
Every game.
Tell you what they need to do.
Okay, talk to me.
Trade Malik Monk and Jeremy Lamb for Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, both of their ass can go. Malik
for Vucevic.
Malik Monk and Jeremy Lamb, and both of them coach lot guys.
I don't think Orlando will take that.
Orlando got to take that in the pick.
Got to put a pick in there.
Got to put a pick in there.
Now that sweetens it, but I don't know. Just those two players, I'm not taking that.
Yeah, I mean they have to, because in turn they need help at the point guard position.
Do we know Mo Bamba is who we think? That's the thing.
You got to play. He's just 19.
That's true. No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you're right.
I just, Jaren Jackson looks a little bit more polished.
That's the gamble.
Yeah, that's the gamble.
Yeah.
And I would put my money on if you draft him top 5.
Okay.
Smart kid, so I think he'll get it together for sure. Move on to Adam Brown's team, the Detroit Pistons. Now,
Detroit basketball.
You have to get rid of Andre Drummond. Not now, but right now. He's the worst high volume, low post option in the NBA. He's bad, and Reggie Jackson makes him look even worse. Oh, he makes him look so bad to the point that he doesn't even have trade value. They tried to trade him to Brooklyn. They was like, Man, we got Jared Allen.
We
straight.
straight.
We straight.
He's not that much of an upgrade from what we are.
If you got a point guard, I'm gonna tell you who would look good with.
Talk to me.
Toronto.
How? No, sell me on that.
He'll look good in Toronto.
Sell me on
Let me
that.
tell you why.
Sell me on that.
You pick and pop with him and Kyle Lowry. That'll be perfect. They need somebody down there that's gonna take up space. Jonas Valanciunas he's not rebounding at the height that Andre Drummond is.
Okay, now, I'm not knocking you for that, but will Drummond fit that team chemistry?
He'll be fine. He'll get along with that. Toronto, he dances. Andre Drummond dances. You know what I'm saying?
He does dance.
Yeah, so he does.
He's a dancer.
Yeah. So you got it. Now they've been trying to get rid of Reggie Jackson for years.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. Man. You talk about him every week. Nobody wants it. And dude, top 5 ugliest dude in the NBA. Dude, for real.
7-7.
No, for sure. Nah. He's worse than that. Have you seen Reggie Jackson?
What? He said
Rough
Bo Outlaw?
looking dude. Huh?
He Bo Outlaw?
Nah, Bo Outlaw. Nah, he worse.
Hill.
He worse than them.
Tyrone, ain't nobody.
Man, you gotta look at Reggie Jackson, dog.
Schroeder Jackson. Ugly, bro.
Schroeder ugly.
Schroeder.
Some rough looking fellas, right? That's the face on that mother could look.
Nigga saying that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But Andre Drummond only being 25 years old,
That's true.
That
true.
at least
Helps.
that makes it a lot better. Yeah. Gotta get him out of the lane, man. Clogging up the space for Blake.
Let's talk about Houston Rockets.
Let's do it.
And 3 the hallway.
Yeah.
3 all.
They gotta get somebody like Trevor Reason. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, there's you can look around, trade that ugly Brandon Knight contract. Marquise Chris has came out and said that he doesn't want to be there if he's not playing. You get Kenneth Faried for pennies, and he's playing at a really high level. I think they should trade one of those guys to the Hawks for Kent Bazemore.
Because Houston's gonna be all right once they get really healthy and get your boy back.
CP? Clint Capella?
Clint Capella.
Yeah, for sure.
They're gonna be great. I mean, they're gonna be fine in the playoffs.
They need a 3. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Baze is straight.
You see James Harden stay out there? They were down by 20
He need
points.
that 30. He need
When
that
you
30.
get 30.
I ain't gonna let that right there. He need
You
that
wanna
30.
talk
I
about
ain't break him up in the chat
What's
the whole
that?
week.
Boy, that was bad. Last night was bad. It was down 20.
Yes.
He need that 30.
You're trying to get 30.
He need that 30.
That's what we dealing with.
Oh, man.
You know who started that? Russell Thaddeus Westbrook. Dude.
Russ never stayed in the game when they was losing.
16
When they were
rebounds
losing.
without trying.
When they was losing. They won that game. They got the 16 rebounds. They won
Without
that game.
trying.
They won that game, though.
But yeah,
They won
I've
that
seen
game.
him stay in the game to get rebounds. That's remember when Golden State was laughing on the bench? Like, he tried. They were on the bench laughing.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm just saying. This is the thing.
I gotta see that.
We've come into a crossroads with the Russell Westbrook
Yeah, we have.
relationship,
Yeah.
where the point where we have to keep it real with each other. Right?
I honestly forgot about that. I have to see it.
I just hate.
And he was out there to get rebounds.
The game became more important for numbers than anything else. It's more important than numbers.
He just went on a
Let him ride.
fuck
No.
that. He went on a
No.
full situation where you talking about we have to embrace what James Harden is doing.
What we watching.
What are we talking
But
about?
every time I bring it up, you bring up he's 18 for 88. He's 19 for $1 million. I like to see him score 40 points.
You just said we're turning the NBA into points and what somebody's doing.
Now,
You
numbers.
shouldn't say that.
Stats.
The
Stats is what I mean.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about field goal percentage. Field goal percentage has
That don't
been
mean shit.
field goal percentage is the oldest stat in the NBA book.
but
Field
you
goal
know
percentage
why?
has been there since 1948.
You know why it's hard for people to hear you say that, right?
Why? Because I'm a Kobe Bryant fan.
You're a Kobe fan.
Well, it's been different. This is the thing, though. Kobe Bryant is 5 championships.
I seen Kobe Bryant last game.
He's 5-2.
He shot the ball 80 times to get that 6.
That's how you go out.
Why can't James Harden last game? He shot the ball 100 times.
Still got the beard, though.
100 still back.
Let's move on to the Indiana Pacers.
Oh, man.
They got to go get Mike, man.
Yeah.
Bring him home.
You
man.
can't. Because you're wasting. This is a wasted year.
You gonna get up? Who you giving up? You ain't gonna give up nobody. Who you gonna give up? Dan Collison, Doug McDermott, Tyreek Evans.
You don't want to go Tyreek.
No, he can go. He can go. I told you when they signed him, it wasn't a good deal. I told you.
I think now without Victor O, you got somebody that can get a bucket though. Tyreek Evans can get his bucket.
Listen to all the free agents they have next year: Thad, Tyreek, Bogdanovich, Darren Collison, Corey Joseph,
My
and
goodness.
Kyle O'Quinn.
Yeah.
That's your whole team. That's your whole bench.
That's a bench.
That's your bench.
Corey Joe, man. He left the 6 and went down, man.
For sure. So you build around Oladipo, Conley, Miles Turner, and Sabonis. That's your team, and you put people around that.
Oh man, wow,
I know you're sick about that. Yeah, you're sick about that. Speaking of OKC,
Yeah.
OKC Okay, so here's the crazy thing about them. They have the highest
Mhm.
luxury tax bill in the NBA. So meaning, for every dollar that is spent, it's $5.
Yeah.
So if they sign a person for
The minimum.
the minimum, it's almost $40 million towards the tax. If you get somebody with a reasonable contract like Garrett Temple, which you need another 3-and-D defender.
So they need to let somebody go.
So in turn, they just have to believe on their youth with Hamidou Diallo, Terrence Ferguson, Abrinas, and then you can look at what's the kid named Roberson as a free agent signing because it's going to be like woo
when he comes
back.
Look at him.
Look at
Another
that
defender.
Exactly. You look at that, and he's one of the best defenders in the NBA. So they can't make a deal. Let's just keep it a buck.
They want to.
They can't.
They want to, but they've maxed out this team. This team though.
Yeah.
When Nerlens Noel playing the way he is,
Yeah.
the Schroeder Westbrook backcourt works.
It works.
It works.
It works.
So, hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want them to make a move with Kevin Love, kind of, just because I would like to have Kevin Love on the squad.
Who do you get rid of?
That's what I'm saying.
Jeremy Grant?
Kevin.
Yeah, I like Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant is blossoming.
Yeah.
And Paul George is playing MVP level.
Oh my God, Paul George is cooking.
Yeah.
But you got to treat Roberson like it's a big trade deadline acquisition because it'll be something new. That's gonna again stop the growth of T. Ferg, of Hamidou Diallo. But in turn, you need one of the best defenders in the NBA.
See, the reason why I don't think it will is because it's going to come a time we got some points.
Yeah.
And we all know Roberson can't score.
Roberson can't score.
T.
T. Ferg get out there and hoop though.
Yeah, you got to. We need a lockdown stop.
For sure.
Go out there, Roberson.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're back on offense. Come back to the bench.
Yeah, for sure. Man, that's rough for them. Let's move on to the Sacramento Kings, our last team as a buyer.
Mm-hmm.
They got to take on money now while they can.
Okay.
Because you look at it, cap space doesn't go so far in Sacramento, so you got to maybe go get Enes Kanter. You may be trading, go get Otto Porter and get rid of Zach Randolph's contract. I think they have another crazy-ass contract. Oh, Iman Shumpert. You got Ben McLemore and Costa Koufis. So you get rid of one or two of those, you might not want to pay. You might not want to pay an enormous amount of money like Otto Porter. So you go get somebody like Kent Bazemore, somebody that you can put at the 3 that can help you get over this 7 spot, maybe get a 7 or 8 seed.
Because you want to avoid the AC.
You want to make sure that you can stay the hell away from the AC. Yeah, for sure. Because the Kings got a good young core.
Because anybody else, 2 through 8,
yeah,
you can play against 2 through 8.
Hell yeah.
And we've seen it because all those teams have beaten each other this year. You want to avoid Golden State.
You want to, for sure.
That's how you want to do.
You put De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Justin Jackson, Harry Giles, Marvin Bagley, Willie Cauley-Stein. Dude, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's a good young nucleus. You could that I thought they should have traded to get Harrison Barnes, but they need it.
Stein stayed there forever. If they let him. He loves LA. I mean, he loves California.
Yeah, for sure. He's a California guy. For sure.
I think we didn't talk about this team, but Dallas made the move.
Dallas made a move.
They made a move next year.
Next year,
they're gonna take out the rest of this year.
For sure.
You keep Harrison Barnes. You bring in the unicorn. Hopefully next year.
So listen to that 5.
Okay. Let's go.
Luke.
Yeah.
You bring Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah. HB. Your 4-man now is
Unicorn.
Nah, he's 4 or 5. Dirk's gone.
You think Dirk's gone?
Hell
Yeah, he gone.
Dirk's gone.
I think Dirk is one more ride into the sunset. He goes now.
Last dance.
Yeah, Dirk gets a last dance.
No, this is the last dance. They put him in the All-Star game. You don't come back after they put you in the
That's
All-Star
true.
game.
It's just hard. It's hard to. Yeah, you're right.
Why don't you do VC?
Because VC coming back next year. VC said he still want to play. They interviewed VC in Atlanta the other night. He still want to play.
VC need to head at home. I mean, he don't like his wife.
Stop, man.
For real.
Stop.
Not for real.
Oh no, too long. VC out here too long.
Is he tripping? VC need to, man, for real.
Like he's getting standing ovations at teams he's played for every game he
in
go
the
back.
bike.
Yeah.
Like, chill, VC.
Nah, he ain't still hitting the motorbike.
He's still hitting
the motorbike.
What you saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Now, for sure, that Dallas team is going to be tough. They got to get a 4-man, though. Now, or you know what you can do?
Okay.
You can put HB at the 4. He could play. You could play 4. He's 6'8".
He's 6'8", but I wouldn't.
I would want him.
Defensively on something.
He can play. No, he played defense. That was on. Remember, and Golden State, he was on first play defense.
No, he does play.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want him wasting that every game.
I got you.
4.
You need to score.
Yeah.
That's what he can do because he can't pass. He can't do nothing but score. You know what they need to get?
Okay.
They need to go get Andre Drummond.
But why would you trade? Well, I guess you had to trade to get the space open. Get rid of
DeAndre Jordan.
Jordan. So
I would get Andre Drummond, have him at the 5, He put cure stops at the 4.
I feel bad for DeAndre Jordan.
He going to Houston next year, not this year.
He going to play with Chris Paul.
We cut him.
They gonna play him out. He can go this year.
They don't need him this year. They got Clint Capella. Yeah.
Clint Capella better too.
Clint Capella ain't better than DeAndre Jordan.
He younger.
He younger, but he ain't better than him. They about the same.
I called that trade.
Yeah, not for sure.
I called that trade.
I called that trade.
You called it.
You caught the trade in the group chat.
In a 30-minute span. It's right there.
But what I'm saying is, you said they need to make the trade. You said you didn't guarantee a trade.
No, I didn't.
Chill out, man.
I just said
good caller. Yeah. Camera's always on.
It's always on.
Group chat's always on.
Group chat is why.
Thank you.
He was coming for my head when I said it too.
I thought somebody want to get in the group chat.
Oh man.
Quiet.
Yeah. Ain't nobody getting in that group chat.
Group chat rough.
They don't want that. They don't want to deal with
group chat rough, man. It's a lonely place, man.
For real.
It could be real.
She's bigger than Nino Brown.
It could be real, brother.
Almost took the whole car today. You're right, Kevin.
Brotherhood sometimes it can be a lonely place sometimes, for real.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month, man.
Exactly.
Super Bowl picks.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Yeah.
I still got time in the Patriots.
Defense win ball game.
Rams 31-27.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cameraman. Patriots. That's right. Tom Brady.
Hey, Jeff, root for a pick six for me. Tom Brady threw a pick six. We good. You hear me? You throw a pick six, we good.
I got you.
I hope so. Hope we good.
You gotta go for 6 though, Jeff.
Picks it, not a pick.
You gotta go for 6.
I go for 6.
We good.
He don't throw me in them boys.
We good. He gonna throw one.
I got you.
We'll be back to report Super Bowl.
Yeah,
yeah, man. Appreciate y'all listening.
Trade deadline.
Show 256. Most definitely Weezy. What's going on?
You know, it's called everything going on for me right now, but we're gonna get it going.
Damn right.
We're gonna get it going.
Tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend
About that Full Sport Press podcast. Weezy.
Everything paid for, baby.
Jeff.
Camera's always on, brother.
The Revolution will be podcast. The cameraman. We are out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.